Hey YouTubers, today we're going to figure out how to find and determine which wheel bearing is bad on a car. So today I'm working on a 2005 Nissan Maxima. Customer complaint is car while it's on the highway, it's making a very growling sound, it's sounding too loud, um, or any excessive speed after 25 miles an hour, and then you'll start hearing the noise. There's a few other methods to discover how bad a wheel bearing is. One that I found out is pretty easy, but you need to lift up the car, have both wheels in the air. So the method that we're going to use, it's kind of similar to using a stethoscope. So I'm going to be using a screwdriver. So Phillips, it doesn't matter what type of screwdriver, if it's a flathead, you can use a pry bar as long as it's something long. You don't need the cushion, but if you have a screwdriver that's long enough so you don't get caught on anything. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put this on the wheel on each side of the, whatever side I'm going to test out first. So I'm going to put the metal piece or one end of the piece onto the wheel on a solid non-moving part while the car is in the air and while the wheels are spinning. Again, you need to have both wheels in the air. You need to have jack stand supporting. You need to be very careful when you're doing this procedure. Do this at your own risk, but please be careful. And so you're going to put this tip on a non-moving part, and then you're going to put your ear against the other end. So basically what's going to be happening is all that motion, all the moving parts that are moving around in that wheel bearing. If something sounds a little bit off, something sounds like it's rattling, it doesn't sound smooth, it's going to travel through here and it's going to go along, and then it's going to pass to this end, and you can listen to it with this against your ear. Like if you have it, let's say your ear is my hand and then this is the tool that you're testing. If your ear's like that and the tool's right here, it's not going to work. You need to have it close together, making contact. This is a very good method. It's the old technique. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to do this one. Okay, so now we're under the car. So I can spin the wheel freely. So what I want is I want this screwdriver not to touch the wheel or the rotors or anything. I want a non-moving part, so it'll go behind the spindle because it won't be moving. Make sure you don't get caught on the CV axle. You want to be as safe as possible as this. If you can't get to the spindle, you can go against the brake caliper. That'll work too, but the closer you are to the wheel bearing, the better quality sound you're going to get. And if the car has traction control, you need to make sure that the traction control is off. If not, it probably won't work out because the ABS will be applying the brakes. You'll be setting off the ABS unit. So turn off the traction control. Some lights will pop on, which is fine. And then once you're done, you'll just turn back on the traction control. So that'll help out. If it doesn't have traction control, then don't worry about it. And if you have a second person too to help you out, which would be perfect, while they accelerate and while you try to listen for the noise. Okay, so now I have the car on, the wheel speed spinning with the traction control off. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put the screwdriver on here, and I'm going to put my ear against it. So something sounds loose in this wheel. Let me see if I can put this against the wall. Okay, so I'm going to see if you can hear the noise with that. If not, that's no biggie, but you'll get the idea. So I'm going to go to the other side and test that one out. Okay, so for the other side I couldn't test because the ABS was still kicking on even though I had the traction control off, which is fine. If I start it up right away and let it spin, it'll spin, but you need to be really quick. And for this, I need a second person, and at the moment, I don't have a second person to do this. So in the meantime, this wheel is bad. So, and then the passenger side is actually starting to go bad, but it's almost there. So I know this wheel is for surely bad. So it's at a terrible condition where the wheel bearing you can actually hear at 25 miles an hour and up. So and then that's how you discover a bad wheel bearing. Um, with that technique that I use. If this helped you out, let me know. If you know any other methods that I can show a video on, I'll be more than happily to post a video on that. This is just one easy technique. The other ones you can shake the wheel, but this one, it has no play. If you like this technique, comment below. Let me know if this worked out for you. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.